uthola ukuthi umuntu une-low self-esteem because afithe uyabona kumele aphuze athole iplug. You understand? Then makathola iplug then uba wuye. So this person uba wuye makaphuzile. But bangaphuzani akusuku then you must end up melo hlale so lifestyle so phila lento bangatholi iwani nje kuphela abafithi ithi nje.
Actually, we are very professionals in the community. We are playing the way you lose yourself according to
when uNkulunkulu akunikeza umuntu omaziyo lo muntu lona makathu.
Good day to everyone. Welcome to podcast at houseofApostle with Mlungisi. This is the real talk. I am Mlungisi mtungo sokhela uncengezi noma gago umshazi noma ichobozi insimbi edlezinye insimbi kayigobeki ke atom ke monnadi lanka kantu abapostola ikhala abapostola. This is the house of apostle. I'm with my co-host Xolani Ngxolo.
Greetings everyone. Hello, goeiemorgen.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Landa ngeAfrikaans.
Ntwana, friend.
Yeah, mnandi wena.
Hola.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Look man, today Ntwana it's quite a serious topic as well.
A challenging one.
Yeah, a very challenging topic. Asizange ukuzokhuluma ngoma ngantwana siphithi sinzima kakhulu. We live in the times where
sure.
There's a high rate of accidents.
Sure.
We live in the times where GBV
there's a lot of
at
violence.
the highest level.
Yeah. True.
We live in the times where rape at the highest level, teenage pregnancy, what STIs.
True.
Shuti, we are trying to understand, and in our understanding, we are saying alcohol and drunkenness.
Sure.
It's one of the factors of those things.
Excessive drinking. Eh?
Yeah. That's why
excessive intake.
You understand?
Yeah.
So today's topic is alcohol. The truth about alcohol.
Sure.
Kahle. What is it? And what does it mean in our modern times?
Sure.
But let us start from the back. Why the topic, Ntwana?
Why the topic?
Yeah.
Why the topic? It's because in fact, I think even if you can define alcoholism, it's in a different level now. We see most of the people bayapuza, and now it's no longer about ukpuza kahle. It's now excessive drinking. We see even youth, bantwana abancane, they engage a lot in alcohol to a point whereby it is a problem, because now it seems as if it's a problem esibhekane nayo kakhulu us as black, because sesiyenze kwaba into etrend from Monday to Sunday sekunama langa wow uzabathi Thursday lento le phuza Thursday Friday uyabona bo Monday bo mkhodu mkhodu what so it becomes a trend and a norm. So isekuba yini sokuba iculture sokuba ifashion ukuthi mawungaphuzi ayingathi uyabhora. You understand? So to a point whereby it's leader to us asking a question ukuthi why are we so inclined ngokuphuza alcohol kangako? What does it do? Or maybe are we suffering from some things? Maybe we're making alcohol as an excuse yokuthi sikhohlwe some of the things, because now ngendlela engakhona it's very bad.
Sure.
And it destroys our society to a point whereby njengoba ushilo ama accident maningi kakhulu. If you can big ama stats, accident, it's about lento le drinking and driving. Understand? And then uthole ngesikhathi everything actually involve violence. Most of it iqala ngotshwala, but we're not saying utshwala bo wrong, but our concern is that why is it now that it's very excessive, sasiphuza ngendlela abnormal, to a point whereby we make it a norm which you can drink from Monday to Sunday?
Is alcohol in fact good for us? Look, Ntwana, we live in a times where church akusagcwali.
Sure.
But you go to Mnandi at the Grove every weekend. Every weekend, every day. Like you'll be surprised to say actually kwenzakalana our youth is no longer going to school that much.
Yeah.
Our youth, when it comes to job hunting, they'll rather take their last money. Buy beer instead of some type of low CV. Yes, they may be hopeless, but what is happening actually? Why so much into alcohol? Let us start, man.
Don't you think this point? Don't you think people have lost hope? Because now everything now has become a negative in our country. For example, unemployment is very high. The cost of living is very high. You understand? And ngapa you have a pressure of succeeding, but I don't have my tools, I don't have my equipment. You understand? So I think sometimes it comes to losing hope. I think most of our society, they've lost hope and they've given up. Impilweni ukuthi no, ngizamile ukupusha this, but akuhlangani. Ngizamile ukuhlanganisa ukuhlangana.
In a way, Ntwana, we are a depressed society.
Sure.
So we find ease. Mhlambe masiphuzile yabona ukuthi ayisani mangabamba one at least ngihlisa nje stress.
Uba mnandi.
Ngiba mnandi.
Sure.
And like mangaphuma ngibe umnandini. Dota u depressed even though you have money, usebenza usharp.
Sure.
But you'll rather go and spend your hard work, the money that you've worked hard for. Do you understand? Because maybe there are issues that you still need to deal with in life.
Or maybe sesilahlekelwa ama element of excitement. Like for example, before bokunama games awedlalwa, you understand, abantwana abancane bokudlala bobhathi lapha, kudlala iskoshi, kudlala imgusha, asadlala lezinto lezi. Asana an element of happiness or excitement. So the only excitement is nayo yotshwala. Masiphuza hayibo kapheka ndoda sibamnandi. Akusena dadings le. Hence it goes to a point whereby we say as a society sifike to a point whereby and like even our talent siyayilose.
Asazi nokazi.
Because now if ngabheka noma ibhola belidlalwe kasi uthola team dlalo team but manje isekho lento le into trendayo ukuthi yabona mawungaphathi ibhodla lesavana uphathe ama pipe lawo inama hubly bub then ukuvaya that's the trend usezintweni mawunjalo.
We are not attacking, we are not criticizing. Siyazibuzela
Sure.
Like uzibuza ukuthi why in fact sekugcwele indawo zomgroove. There are so many establishments ezemgroove kasi. Like kasi by kasi. Do you understand? You will find so many establishments ukuthi hey lapha kokuphi kuphi, hey lapha kuthiwa kokuphi kuphi, lapha kuthiwa kokuphi kuphi. Why like don't you have other facilities that we could create? Why this one? Why this so much establishment? Indawo zomnandi, indawo zomgroove, indawo zotshwala. Do you understand? Kwenzakalani nje? I mean, to example, in our case, we had a ground that was full, but it was reduced to half because of what? Indawo yotshwala. Do you understand? People must build indawo yotshwala phayana. Okay, sharp, they did that, but why is that in fact? So let's start in time. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time. But we're not gonna be deep. We just want us to say let's look up this thing actually, because we can't say it's something that started now in the 21st century. No, like alcohol has been there for how long? Alcohol. When did it start actually? This thing of the making of alcohol. So, what do you think, boy?
One thing I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to be a bit deep, but I'm just gonna try to be as much as general as it. Let's take it from the Bible.
Yeah, sure.
Ubona most of imgidi beyikhona bengeke bekhona ngenatshwala. Because umgidi bekhona mele bekhona because of utshwala. You understand? The creation yokuthi kube notshwala oyenzwayo kufana nasesintwini. Uthola makunesintu mele kube notshwala. You understand? Bakungena utshwala akusumsebenzi. You understand? So I think it was a level of creation eyenza ukuthi is connect. Shuthi it's something ebesiyenza ukuthi noma singazani but masingacala sashaya sesiyazana kube mnandi. So I think it was something that was created or something that beyenzwe ngebanga lokuthi it kept the togetherness.
Yeah.
You understand? And he is whatever
attention.
You understand? So mase nifike lapha manifika nisoba nisemgidini ayayayishayisana kuyabuliswana kubhekwe le.
Yeah.
But mase nicala niphuza sekuyaqala man man yazi kunento ekanje sebaba free then kuthiwa umgidi. You understand? Then when it comes to indaba utshwala besilungu utshwala besilungu kakhulu into engangena kuyo kakhulu utshwaleni besilungu because we say utshwala besilungu because buze nabelungu.
Yeah, sure.
You understand? Nabo bunama occasion.
Yeah.
For example, if iwine ingamula uthola iwine zilibeke ekudleni kune wine evule appetite. You understand? Kune wine kunguthi dila ngani dila ngehealth yakho.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I think it goes to a point whereby inama pillars, inama factors, inama indlela zayo ukuthi okay, there's this alcohol for this and this alcohol for this.
Yeah.
And then abanye would go deeper to say sometimes uthola ama businessmen baphuza maybe ama cognac or lento la whiskey just because of stress.
Yeah, true. But when I look the origin, just to add, man, the origin of it, we will never know which can shape this thing because when we check, when you ask people, when you check on the internet, you try to find out, you read books. Like the one, there's no source that will agree to the other.
Yeah.
Understand? Because each and every country, each and every continent in the history account, we say no. Lana, it was 5,000 BC, Lana 3,000, Lana 2,000. You mentioned that different sources. So we will never really find out when did this thing start? The alcohol, the making of it. You understand? But what we can know, and Langfona is that like it's been there for a long time. For long time. You understand? Over thousands and thousands of years. It's been there. And we are trying to go somewhere to say, so if it's been there for long, like how did it end up to be in this state now? 2022, since alcohol like this, if it's been there for long, are you telling me that those who were there during that time, what did they deal or how did they deal with it? You understand? But then let us not go there.
Because it's not to a point whereby
do we perhaps know who was it made for? Alcohol. Okay, alcohol yapuzwa. I know that alcohol when I try to do my research and check actually who was drinking alcohol how was it restricted? Like today we know that alcohol is restricted to 18 years and young, actually 17 and young. Do you understand? But in those olden days, it was not just made for anyone.
Hence, that is why bengithi ibetholakala makunomgidi.
Yes.
Yeah, understand. That's where you can find talking alcohol.
Yeah.
Because mhlambe inkosi kunaloko ekuyenza then izawukhipha.
And then maybe we could say maybe that could be the reason why was it never stopped during those time, because anyway it was limited to people. So it's easy for somebody mhlambe who's in a high position ukuthi drink abe drunk, they are not committed whatever shameful thing that is doing, but then ndaba yakhona ifihlo. It's unlike now we live in a world where it's open to almost everyone. You understand? But anyone can drink it. Then we take videos and pictures then we start to see the bad of it. You understand? But maybe in those days, because it was drank by those limited people, so we don't really know what are the shameful things when they were drunk, that we could say alcohol is really wrong or right.
It's very difficult to track alcohol in history. Because even the Bible, Noah uyaphuza udakiwe. Sekangcono.
Noah was a drunkard.
I understand. So if we say limit, sometimes it's a sipping king, because if you say 2022, But back then on Noah, it was still the same thing.
Noah was not a noble.
Yeah, but again, bega drunkard.
Yeah, I was drunkard. Yeah,
yeah.
Sure.
So
different sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, in the Bayotwala, I would say, actually in the Bayotwala, it needed ukuthi umuntu yena ibe uyo ozazi. Like to a point whereby,
yeah,
if you put alcohol, you must know your body, you must know consumption, because kunabantu kungukuthi makaphuza alcohol,
yeah,
uyalahlekelwa. Kuna something evukayo kuwe.
Hey,
you understand? Kunezinto azenza ezi strange, you understand? So I would say alcohol basically it needs one to understand it before I consume again. You understand? And I understand umzimba. Because kunabantu who can drink just a small portion of alcohol but be drunk ngendlela.
Yeah.
You understand?
Which is something that
it's all about controlling.
Yeah.
Umuntu kuya ngaye ukuthi uyicontrola kanjani. Then coming back to underage. Alcohol you cannot control it while you are underage. That is why uthola umuntu makaphuzile underage. Most of the time I black out.
Uyenza over
because I understand.
Yeah, sure.
So basically, I think utshwala it was for people abasebabadala. But now they are bringing the society izinto maseyichinja uthola nathi sesiyaphuza sibancane. Akusena this thing, the stigma yokuthi abazali ba withheld ukuthi
hey akuphuza so kunormal manje it's something that is needed.
It's needed.
Yeah.
You understand?
Hey. Inzima mantwana inzima kakhulu.
Yeah. Because now if you get to a point whereby it's a trend mfethu. Mongaphuza uke styleini endleke. You understand?
Yeah.
So uthola nomuntu okungukuthi usasemncane ufuna ukuba se styleini.
Yeah.
Ufuna ukufitha.
Of which dino ntwana ngifuna uka lapho man. Before man ngifuna isilahle kakhulu. Ngifuna uka lapho ukuthi to say actually what was the purpose of drinking alcohol? I mean if utwena in our days sharp we are agreeing that it's all about fashion, influence ukuthi nama can do this thing. You want to fit in.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
It's all about what okay, I've made it much.
Yeah.
Or now I'm in a certain age.
Sure.
Maybe I have the right to drink. But then, is it good for you? Do you know how to control it? Because controlling yourself at some point, we need to be honest, it does not go with age. Konintwana ena 15 engathi mayiphuza iphuzi kwazi ukuzicontrola compared to an old man on a 50.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Ophuzayo. So does it really go with age? Does it really go with, I don't know, the type of the body system that you have mhlambe ukuzazi ukuthi okay mina actually alcohol into zami or into zami or mina mile ngiphuze like into so, or does it go with ukuthi nana siphuza yini because abanye baphuze alcohol odurayo bathi hayi utshwala obudurayo baphatha kahle omunye uphuza into cheap bathi into cheap yashaya. You understand? Something like that. But then I wanted to get to this one. What was the purpose of drinking alcohol? There are two main purposes usually here.
Yeah.
About it's good for your health. I think we mentioned it. But it's good for your health. Therefore, a dose of alcohol is needed to your system.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Yes.
About you also, but when we do a celebration.
Yeah.
Do you understand? When we have a ceremonies, understand? For celebratory purposes, therefore we need alcohol.
Yes.
So far, we only know of those two reasons. I'm not sure if I call an
stress. People are very depressed.
We're a depressed society.
And the easiest way to run is to drink alcohol because it can make you go to court whatever situation or whatever pain you're going through. We understand. So, multi among causes, stress also. Because kono umuntu ongaphuzi. But once abane stress, the easiest way to ease stress sakhe is ukuthi aphuze.
In fact,
yeah. It's depression. So I think some.
In fact, our era, esiphila kuyo now, it's teaching us that to say, depression. Abanye abantu, honestly, they are dealing with it in a way that they are drinking. Yeah, they drink.
Sometimes you want to feed, man.
Yeah,
low self-esteem. Umuntu uthola ukuthi umuntu une low self-esteem. Because I feed yabona mela aphuze athola iplug. You understand? And then makathola iplug then uba uye. So this person uba uye makaphuzile. But bangaphuzana akusuwe. You understand? So
akazizwa kahle manga
then you must end up melo hlale so kuyi lifestyle man.
So kuyi lifestyle.
So phila lento le. Mangatholi one nje kuphela abafithi ithi nje. I understand. Then lento le already it becomes a cause. So I think sometimes nama failures in faith. You know, it's very difficult akakhulu when it comes to men who can plan some things and then fail.
Yeah.
Or maybe a man who had a family and then failed.
Sure.
Or divorce.
Sure.
I understand.
Sure.
So it's very difficult to heal. Because most of us, even black, we don't believe. We don't believe in
losing a family member.
Yeah, you can say that. I understand.
You can you will end up drinking. Yeah.
And to a point where you're swimming in alcohol now, you're no longer drinking.
Actually, you end up swimming.
You're an alcoholic now, and which would lead to amalentole, ama dangers when it comes to your health.
Yeah.
Because
I think to get there to you, but like I think what is happening now.
Sure.
We've replaced the health part.
Sure.
The way we are drinking these days is very much unhealthy. So we cannot say alcohol it's good for your health now.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The celebratory part. We no longer celebrate or we don't drink for enjoyment. Do you understand? Imicimbi siyaba nayo. So indlela bayenza isiqo. Isiqo nje ufuna nje ukusithi kancane. But kahle ufuna ukushaya la bhodlela liya ngaleli bhodlela legreen le brown, understand? Awushaye ngalento le. So unfortunately we are living in the times where alcohol is no longer for that purpose.
Sure.
It's for the purpose that you've been mentioning.
Healing.
We live healing.
It's for healing.
It is the quickest way. To understand? Alcohol is the easiest thing that one can do while stressing. To understand?
True.
Alcohol in Tuana.
Sometimes for confidence.
Yeah, for confidence sake.
To gain confidence.
To understand?
Like lento bese discuss for now. Let's say the celebrities whenever they've been creating something just to get the drive yokuthi into abayenza ibe perfect. So meaning if you're sober but if you're under influence then khona into evukayo. So we need to go to that deeper part sibuza khona ukuthi
utangifunda nasela because makuzoba ngazathi criticize amajita or
no, we're just discussing but we're discussing something ekunguthi khona yenzakala is visible.
Actually reality
why whenever we do something mele kube ne alcohol we're not saying alcohol is wrong
or for something good or brilliant to happen.
You understand?
There must be
some
alcohol taking place.
I understand.
Ngiyakuthola boy but ngibekufuna singene kuma deeper parts.
Yes.
Yabona your depression, your GBV, like lazy as serious esiqedayo, high accident zones, rape, do you understand? Unwanted pregnancies, teenage pregnancies, sexual transmitted diseases.
Unwanted teenage pregnancies.
Teenage pregnancies.
Aske sithinte kancane nje bese siyabuya kuyo.
Yeah.
I-alcohol inalento eyenzayo emzimbeni womuntu which arouses ama-hormones womuntu to a deeper point okungukuthi if uphuza umncane kunezinto ezenzakalayo emzimbeni ongazi understand.
Yeah.
Ezikuleader ukuthi ugcine so ne-intercourse or ungene in an intercourse.
That's irresponsible sexual relations.
Good.
Yeah.
So basically, asimenshine lento le singayishi.
Yeah.
Alcohol does have, I don't know whether can I say, is it chemical or what can I angazi ngayibe kanjani, but it has this thing ekuphakamisa ama emotions or ephakamisa ama hormones in a human being. Egcina leader to a point whereby uthola sokunani sokune cheating ekhona ngaphakathi.
In fact, Ntwana, besides just alcohol aside, there's this thing yamajita.
Sure.
So you want to go to the groove.
Sure.
You want to go to the groove, fika ubambe thunyana, then uthole stamina mhlambe ngabamba.
Yeah.
You understand? Akhona umntana ngifuna ukumbamba, mhlambe uzobuya ngibambe one. You understand?
Sure.
So once you are drunk or once sophuzile, you gain this confidence or you gain this thought. You understand? Because no true, you are feeling that chemistry manje, because these things sengenile ngaphakathi. So manje arose are those feelings of wanting to do. So it does Ntwana.
So basically kushuthi sithi awukwazi ukuphuza ungena partner yakho eceleni. Are we saying that? Just to ngena kule part ama hormones is it safe ukuthi umfazi or your girlfriend angayamjave nayi one wena ungekho?
Definitely dangerous. Yeah. Definitely dangerous Ntwana. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
So meaning even a man I one it's dangerous
in fact. Do you understand? In fact, I respect when couples who go out
together.
Yeah, because they know whatever that they do it together.
Izophelela bayiqeda
boyi2.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you understand? You see, the thing is at the groove, our intentions, most of us, our intentions are not good. Do you understand? You don't just go there to say, I'm just going to have fun. Do you understand?
But you're going to get fun and you're going to get people who are having fun, and you, as soon as you mingle, then it brings excitement. And then why not?
Yeah. One thing lead to the other, man.
Why
One
not?
thing lead to the other. When you get
but at least hence that is why mostly mapatin uthola kuba nezimpi ezibakhona. Ama outhayalwa banibani usheli outhika bani taken ngabani.
Now lo taken
lo bamthole la.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's deep when it comes to umjive.
Yeah.
Because abanye abantu bayabulala.
Yeah.
Yabona. Uthola ukuthi ngesikhathi uthekeni yezilethile.
Yeah, ngithola.
Fika nakhuluma so umelwe ngaphandle.
Nonke ntakiwe lapho ukuthi khona abasoba. Nonke ntakiwe so
under influence.
Naye lo who's thinking that okay kumele ngibanjwe ma ukhuluma under the influence. These hormones are playing with her.
Sure.
Nawe your hormones are playing with you tamele umuntu ngembambe. Even nalo ngaphandle ukwatile umthethathela umuntu. Naye hormones are playing with him to say lo ngijwayela ngamthethathela umuntu wami. Do you understand? All of you are under the influence. We are still there Ntwana. Once umthatha uyana ekhaya, now she's pregnant. Or now there are diseases. You don't even know umthatha awumazi. You understand?
Hence that is why abanye but actually izinto azipheli kamnandi.
No.
There's excitement but ekugcineni kuhlala kuba nini? Sadness, kuhlala kuba nani? Violence, kuhlala kuba nani? Death.
Yes. Which Ntwana still proves to us that, as we said, that look, unfortunately we have lost the purpose.
Sure.
Our generation and the era that we are living in. We have lost the purpose of drinking alcohol for the sake of enjoyment or for the sake of a health benefit.
Yes.
Now we are drinking excessively. We are
drinking crazy.
Like let us get one to the one depression.
Yeah.
I think that one ngithanda kakhulu man.
It's ngaphambi ukuthi singene ku depression this thing. So the way Sposa crazy ngakhona.
Sure.
It makes us lose hope yokuthi would have warmth in our families will have warmth if ufuna ukuqala ikhaya. You understand? Because now a source of happiness, it's now all about alcohol.
Yeah.
Akusena lento ukuthi masingahlangana saqala ikhaya sal builder kunala siya khona. I understand. So basically it creates a future society but engena value,
engana vision, engana sense of
direction,
because we are always intoxicating each other.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Sure.
We always,
hence maybe we can say it's part of the things ezenza ukuthi my marriage nowadays abenzima ukuthi last.
I say keep patience.
Yeah.
Resilience ayisekho.
Mang stressile asikhulumi.
Yeah.
Yahamba emjayiveni khona ngivanga ebushaya.
Azinyiphuma nama.
Yeah.
Ngiyabushaya.
Sure.
Now yaphuma.
Yali.
Ngisawubushaya. Actually, alcohol, when we say Twana, it is the quickest way of solving situations.
Sure.
It does not really solve. It's our friend that we run to whenever
sure.
Whenever we feel overwhelmed,
sure.
Whenever we feel like this thing is stressing us. The first thing that you think, most of the people nowadays, is that drink and
sure.
pressure. You understand? Yes. Which is what I wanted to say.
Sure.
To say we are living in times of depression. Do you understand? I like this thing, this aspect.
Yes.
This thing you're calling mental health.
Yes.
Because I think it's very, very important. From our parents to us, we are very, very depressed. We can't handle things.
Sure.
So, alcohol has made it easier for us to approach it. Do you understand? Because of the situation that we are living at, because of our mental health.
So basically,
we are stressed. We are poverty stricken. Economy is not looking good. Unemployment.
Sure.
You understand? Relationships.
Frustration, in fact.
Abuse from home.
Frustration ukuthi izinto zakhe azihlangani.
Izinto azihlangani. Yabona skela, umsebenzi. Kusho ukuthi there are so many things that we are experiencing.
Sure.
A level of crime, do you understand? Losing a loved one. Do you understand? We lose our family members.
Yes.
We lose our partners. Do you understand? Like we live in a time where it's difficult to find something that you can enjoy because there is this excess of alcohol that is available to say whenever I'm stressed, I can just go there quickly. Do you understand? Like the fact that Amathaven are available almost everywhere.
Sure.
It makes it easy for one's mind to quickly think of drinking whenever go out of a situation than to think, okay, let me maybe think about the situation. Let me maybe try to talk to someone about the situation. Let me maybe write my thought down. You understand? Let me maybe try to seek other forms of help. But now the first form of help that comes, it's your friend who is beer that comes to your mind. Do you understand? Like we live in a very, very difficult time. Yeah, we live in a very difficult time of which I believe the alcohol has become that friend to us.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hence I was saying before, Guti, we have lost an element of excitement or things to make us happy without alcohol.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I think I just need to go astray a bit.
Sure.
When it comes to a society, when it comes to a familyism, even in family, there is no longer excitement. To a point whereby no matter see family, the first thing is it's your mobile phone.
Yeah.
Your mobile phone, there's my events which will track you.
My influence.
The easiest way to be excited is to go out.
You'll rather communicate or engage strange
sure. But in there's no communication, there's no happiness. Agna leo warmth family. I think it comes to a point where by singati families died when our grannies died. Because abantu abakudala, they used to have that thing yokuhlanganisa umndeni. But yes, buwazi ukuthi ugogo masikhona kuze umzala kamzala. We understand. But no gogo akasekho. Family senihlangana nini? Sesihlangana ngama funeral. Ama funeral. Mele sihlanganeni sike every time it will always be like that. There's no longer togetherness when it comes to your family.
It's like no one is asking how are you? You understand? That question is no longer being says generally. But we no longer have that session of bonding, of saying, oh man, let's just sit down around the fire and just talk. You understand? Technology in has contributed. We live in a time where the first thing you do, it's your phone.
It's your phone.
You understand? We live in a time where there are people who their parents are working. They are always absent. Attention. You understand? And because now the parents are always busy, always not available, what do? They resort to the easiest thing that they can find out there, which is unfortunately it's very much trending, which is alcohol.
You
understand?
And if you can check, people become excited.
Where there's alcohol, there's fun.
People,
where there's alcohol, there's easiness.
Sure.
Do you understand? Sure. Unfortunately, the consequences of that, it does no longer, it does not end well. At most of the time.
True.
Do you understand?
True.
It does not end well.
Akusena lento ukuthi ke xoxe mani family hlalwe xoxe ngehistory family kwakunokhona ugogo nje. There's no longer those stories ezihlanganisa umndeni which inform you ngomndeni. No. Sithola makuyini magumncwa. Umntana kamzala kabani oyenza one man. Hence that is why I think we are a care society, because now as Tina asazazi and as families asazazi, so nokushela nje igazi lakho ungazi kanti igazi ndoda cares, because now our family has revolved to a point whereby if family so is the small mama kono baba, then you're done. Then abomzala
mabangekho empilweni yakho uba miserable, forgetting that actually a family is so big.
True.
But now ushawa nje into encane nje because it dependence yakho is just so and so mabangekho so miserable. Understand? So that misery ntwana, it leads you to say, let me just drink it. Understand? It leads in caution for now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is very deep, man. It's very deep.
Alcohol ntwana makes us to dig deeper. To understand? It makes us to highlight amanye factors that maybe we're undermining.
True.
To understand? Like it makes us man to think, to say actually this thing
Yes.
It's actually deep, man. You understand? Sometimes,
but now when it comes to whatever, because I think we've mentioned so many courses and we've mentioned so many things as ezenzakele noma ezenzakalayo. As us njengoba sidiscussa kanje, what is it do we think can better the situation from worse to better? Like, what are the things that can contribute to it? Okay, if we want to improve our society, we can do one, two. For example, I think if we can bring my activities within our community, you understand? Asobathola abantwana abadlala netball. Asobathola. Bathola abahleli kanti bathola abamameli baphethe ispeaker lapha. Ziyakhala. phethwe ilento le happily bubbly ngapha kunotshwala. You understand? Because even these kids, they don't have activities to participate on.
Yeah.
You understand? So it leads them good nabo, but join a trend.
Yeah. Anyway, it's trendy. It's popular.
So if we would bring back the system of activities, sports, for example, my tournament was like us. You understand?
Yeah.
Only tournament you told them what December. Yeah. We would know that amakasi kasi nekasi lale team. Yeah, understand?
Yeah, sure.
We need to bring back our activities whereby we'll keep abantu busy. You understand? I think we have so many things as lekai within our society. For example, crime. As a society singahlangana okay, we need abantu kuzoba ama-guards.
Yeah, sure.
Sazi kunobani who are capable to do this. How can we contribute to ukuthi labantu laba be in this? Because if unga ugoye ema apartment inabelungu, these guys have a strong system when it comes to security.
Security, yeah, they're investing a lot.
And within themselves.
Sure.
We understand. But tatana bubon, okay, this one nalo. Abe security, why can't we do that? Why can't we better our society at large? So, may I say, we go suppose excessively because we don't have something to do. You understand? The only thing we can do is to better ourselves with this chabule, back to our misery.
I don't know whose responsibility is it to create those facilities.
It's ours because it's our society. It's struggling.
Yeah,
I understand.
Hasn't one ideally? I would say let's ban it completely. You understand? But unfortunately,
we can't.
Realistically,
it's part of economy.
Because part of economy.
It grows the economy.
So, politician, they understand, and you
to kill my business. Some families will.
So it does contribute to the economy. You understand? But here's one that I would say, let us do. Let us have a conversation.
Sure.
You understand? Let's talk about this thing, like this conversation that we are having now. How I wish that it won't end here. Like, we need to talk about this alcohol. We need to talk about alcohol. We need a forum. We need community engagement. Because I believe that through umphakathi ukhuluma, therefore solutions will come. You understand? Solutions will come. We'll find that there are many causes why people drink. And once the community sit down and they will find, like Jongobush, the way whites are doing it sometimes, they're doing it so smartly that they can create a system where they support each other.
Sure.
Do you understand? In their own community, there are people who are starting security companies to protect them and also pay that person. So they create a system where money rotates to them.
Within those complexes. Kunamapark akhona. And lawo mapark lawo awahlobisanga.
You understand?
Those park they use them. Uthola bathi block C izodlala ne block A.
Sure.
Kuyahlangana kuyenza braai, kwenza i-family day for those complexes there. Kuyahlalwa kuba mnandi khanje. Why can't we engage on such?
So boy, I still say, man, how I feeling auntie? We can start conversations like this. You understand? If we say, alcoholism is very serious in South Africa, then why don't we have those conversations as our communities? Just to talk, man, about this thing. Why are we promoting utshwala, for example? Why is it being highly promoted on media, on television? You see a popular celebrity. Do you understand? Advertising with alcohol. You will see mhlambe an event being sponsored by a certain a beer. Do you understand? Like all those things.
Unfortunately, it's part of
we
business.
We need to start to talk
and
about
it's part
them.
of employment.
Understand? No, but saying show realistically, we need to check if, yes, it may be good for business, but unfortunately, at what expense?
Sure.
At what expense?
Sure.
Because we are breeding a generation that is leaderless, a generation that is visionless, a generation that does not have a sense of direction. It's like you are whoopee. It's all about drinking, having fun, sleeping around, waking up tomorrow, put your hand, put your stress hours wenzeni, to keep stress, lazy foot is pet.
Basically, as poem, you're doing one thing, why? Doing one thing, why, which leads you to a point whereby actually
straight.
And it's very difficult because uthola kunabantu aba-intelligent. There's people who are very intelligent. But now uthola sekapusha wheelbarrow. Leo wheelbarrow leyo inama crate. So kuyimpilo yakhe leyo. You understand? So usekaphilela ukusebenzela ukuthi athenge lo tshwala.
Yeah.
Understand? So it's very deep. And ngendlela deep ngakhona. You know what? There's something Eseka mentioned one of the leaders at Atim. During the uprising, these kids were fighting for freedom. You understand? But now we see a generation whereby they have nothing to fight for.
No. Who fights intoxicated? You are not thinking.
So
properly.
Now meaning. Yeah. We're not a sober society.
We are not a sober society. We are not a sober generation.
So basically, we don't know what to fight for.
We don't even know. We don't even know what is the problem. Young child, we don't even know what is the problem.
Yeah.
Shuguti, the way we are now, we just want to see ourselves drinking. Because we don't want to think too much. We don't want to like to say, okay, here's a problem. There is unemployment, there is a high level of crime, there is high level of drug abuse. Let's sit down and talk.
Yes.
Those conversations are difficult for us to have. So senzani as sesobona kusasa. But you understand ukuthi we are becoming a generation that is directionless. Do you understand? Abantu bayafika, they open spaza shops emalokishini. I mean, it's not like it's a skill that we do not have.
Sure.
Do you understand? But like because there's no vision, there's no direction. It's just do you understand? And then we don't have a sense of a solution. We don't even see that actually this thing is a problem.
To answer the second solution, the first one being let's create some activities whereby youth can be busy on and also the society can be busy on.
Yeah.
The second one, I think it's very sad to see our society. I say I'm a business. I'm a tech shop. That are dominating Somalians, of which they've seen an opportunity we're not taking. You understand? So basically I would say maybe if ungaba nama forum or ungaba nama, as you say, a conversation or an organization who would promote and condone in small business, small businesses within our society. So create a platform whereby we empower each other.
Empower, yes.
Yeah. Because basically, now there's no longer empowerment within us. You understand?
And then as done empowerment, it start with those small conversations that we need to have. Imagine if really as a community, we meet and we just try to identify each other's skills.
Sure.
To understand what we may end up establishing something or things.
Power of togetherness.
To understand things that will benefit us.
Power of togetherness.
And will make it possible even for the money to rotate amongst us, the Mpagati.
Sure.
Support. I mean, we are sitting with intelligent minds. To understand. But ekasi we have limited ourselves to think that ikasi lama soccer stars.
Sure.
Ikasi lama artists those who sing. Do you understand? Ikasi lama like ikasi man we have reduced it. Kanti ikasi ntwana nama engineers akhona.
Sure. It's not everything.
Ikasi nama scientists akhona ntwana. Ikasi nama genius akhona. Do you understand? No fundisi bakhona ikasi. Do you understand? We need to start ntwana. If we could sit and talk and try to identify each other's skills. When what can you contribute to discuss?
Sure.
And I said, unfortunately, that drive, you understand? That drive,
and it leads to Uguti, even youth, even inspiration.
Yes.
Which inspiration is your life? Because umuntu ozoba inspiration kumuntu onemali uyithola wrong.
Umuntu othola imali ukuyisebenzela abuye azoyiphuza ikasi. Do you understand?
And those are the people who are killing us basically.
Mele abantu labo sikhuluma ngabo. In fact, bengafuna ukena kubuka kakhulu but asike ntona siba criticize those people.
Those people abanga invest in the society, come and boast, bafike bagcwalisa itafule but they see umuntu on a car wash but angena equipment kube nzima ukuthi I'm sponsoring noma I invest kuyi, and sometimes it goes to a point whereby uthola lo muntu loyo makazo washela imoto uzocela discount but maka you drop in anga keep it tip edlula le discount la ifunayo.
Sure. Twana siphile esikhathini where we live like in a very strange era. Kunabantu esithi they've made it in life. Do you understand? Where a person was staying in a township, then that person worked hard, then one manage ukuthi aphume ikasi. Do you understand? Now that person every time akaze ikasi every weekend or every month end mhlambe. That person will look up to them.
Sure.
Do you understand? To say actually these are our inspirations. But unfortunately, they also inspire us in a wrong way because we see them doing what? We see them bowling, we see them drinking, we see them spending money on unnecessary things like alcohol. See them mnandini. You'll be surprised to know you will see beautiful cars. How much mhlambe buwahlala like gas like gas, but I figure you understand? So we lose a sense of direction mainly because of them because we start to see alcohol as something that is nice. We would say, my hands are monto so. You understand? I am a song for no years a much.
It's that notion I have a problem with me now of being this kind of a person also. I'm the only one to do this. I'm the only black to do that. I'm the first black to do this. So because you are the first, you must maintain your level. I will always be the first. So also criticize. Futhi uzoba umuntu oyenza njani ogcilaza abantu ukuthi they have potential ukuthi bangakudlula, but for the mere fact ukuthi wena you've done it first, so kunzima ukuthi ungaphakamisa abanye abantu. So I think ibhlungu and it comes to a point whereby isenze ngathi thina abantu abamnyama we don't know money, we don't know how to use money. And because the end of us using money, it's not to leave a legacy. Example, ulentole KFC or Chicken Licken dala waf marusa pin. When among a tole mali, kuzoduma when we want. Ksasa, mele sikdonatele, you never left a legacy. You understand? So the notion of empowerment and growth within us, I think we must dwell to is subject to how do we grow each other and how do one grows other after nasa growil. Because people masa growil right so not understanding not understanding ukuthi there's more power in togetherness than in an individual.
True.
You understand?
Ukhuluma by empowerment, which is very important. Ngifuna ukuthi we know that knowledge is power.
True.
Information is very valuable. You understand? And most of the time is that the people that we say they have made it, fortunately, or not unfortunately, I don't know. they are the ones that carry a lot of information.
It's true.
Understand? Because they've made it, therefore they must come back and tell us to say, how did they make it? And how does one? We need to learn from their mistakes.
No, funda now learn the same.
They need to come and tell us to say to be careful here and there when our obstacles are so. Understand?
I think it's being selfish actually.
Like that information. It's imagine if that empowerment could come and could rotate.
True.
Imagine Imagine how we could.
We'll have so many multiples.
You understand?
But now,
imagine how we could actually avoid this alcohol thing.
Actually, Tina, we can defeat unemployment.
Poverty, yes.
Yes, poverty, we can defeat it if we had that mindset.
Yeah.
We grow each other instead of competing with each other.
Yeah.
So, siya computer, so vela uhamba nge-Mercedes. So I must show you which number I can buy it. I'm buy a Mercedes, which is something that has benefit, and sometimes comparison.
Information is key. Information is key. We need to share as people. We need to really empower each other in that way. Like we still saying one. The people who've made it, in a way, they've betrayed Ikas.
Yeah.
In a way, they've contributed to Ikas being like this. Like, because they come here with their flashy cars to come and spend their money, looking nice. To understand, in a community, when we see you as young boys, when we see you wearing nice clothes, driving a nice car, smelling good, to understand, and engaging on alcohol, Tina, we think that is life.
True.
Understand? We all aspire to do that. Understand? In a way, you are misleading the generations to come.
True.
And only when we're not saying don't drink, you can if it's your money. Do you understand? But you need to understand that you are not planting a good seed to the community. Do you understand? And we oppose and we empower people with information. Maybe.
It was something else.
But we know that most of the people, they don't even empower people.
Omunye yazi Spanish ukuthi angafaka abantu abayi5 basekhaya.
Omunye nama resources. Ufuneka sikufika yena kube uye
asabe agucele. Yeah, makufikele ayikufika izinto, kufika ama boss. Kufika ama boss. Esekumele sizwe ngayo.
Semele sizwe ngayo. Yes.
Of which yasibulala. It kills us to a point whereby even the youth we end up so bhekelele ebantwini aba wrong.
Yes.
Engifuna ukufana njengale out le ubonile mayifika igcwala isitafuni.
Uyangizwana?
Mayifikile bayisaba.
Uyangizwana?
Yeah, mayikhuluma kayi1 bayemame.
Hey.
Of which it's ubudom man.
Uyothengayo anyway sources othi.
Yeah.
Sonke sifuna ukudawa, sonke sine address zethu.
I understand.
Hey. Ntwana man, unfortunately we can talk non-stop
about
this alcohol. Yeah. Look, we have touched on other matters that maybe are not related, but in a way they are linking to our topic, alcohol. Alcohol is not a topic that we could do for one day or just an hour.
Ongoing.
It should be an ongoing thing.
Ongoing topic.
But again, we've started.
Yeah.
We've started. Hopefully, it's going to continue. It's going to continue.
Actually, it's an awareness.
We are saying people should. Actually, we are contributing to the awareness. To say, let us talk about this thing. Why is he sad about this thing? You understand? Let us talk about it, man. As much as see enjoy imnandi, but are we really enjoying it or what?
Sure.
You understand? We need to check. So it's a start. So that was our topic. For today.
We've said a mouthful.
Yeah, man. Sangfuna man see cut is because it's too big. Yeah, it's too huge.
But I think I'm impressed because we've spoken about the causes, the problems, the troubles, and then even the solutions.
Yes.
Our solutions as we started this topic, we think it's this and that.
Yeah.
But it's not only those solutions.
Yeah.
Maybe people can come up with better solutions.
You
can also engage in our comments if maybe there's inputs or there's ideas you want to share with us concerning this topic, or maybe if there's enlightenment when it comes to this topic as at large. So basically, I think we've done it.
Yeah.
We've done
As
it.
you're watching, we are saying to you, please comment, please share, please start talking. Please, man, Shelin, if mhlambe you feel like that's okay, corner part of important, or maybe just agree with us, or if you agree with us, still, let's just have an ongoing conversation. So yeah,
and don't forget, man, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also on Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast.
Yeah.
So you can download our audios, can watch us via video. We say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for support.
Yes.
I think we'd have a topic next week. Our topic next week, breadwinners, ne?
Yeah.
We're talking about breadwinners.
Yeah.
So we'll be tackling that as well. So I think we've sealed it now.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. Please keep on supporting us. Keep on advising us on how to improve where we need to improve. Keep on complimenting us where we are doing better.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Siyabonga. Mayibongo lenkosi.